Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over the skill power system within Void Edge of Existence. Let us begin. Okay, so today we're going to be going over the power scale system. This is relatively easy to figure out. However, I'm doing these videos just to make sure that everyone gets a grip if you're trying to understand how this all works. Number one, in order to access the skill power system, you need to press P, and this will bring up the dialog box for your soul fragments. You obtain soul fragments by completing the trials or defeating mobs. This can be either gathered through Rift mode or by playing through the base game. However, you can use this to upgrade certain attributes and or skills or abilities and effects. This goes as follows. Soul Rend, which is your base number 1 ability, which actually gives you back health whenever you use it, which costs no essence whatsoever. Retribution, your higher ability, which is mainly your highest damage dealing ability, along with Shadow Blast, which does considerable amounts of damage in a quick fashion. However, the damage output on that needs to be exact in order to actually deal more damage. And along with that is Dark Gambit, which is your healing ability within the game. Along with that, you have your base stats of Stamina, Resolve, Will, Haste, Shadow Damage, Physical Damage, Endurance, and Leech. When it comes towards your stamina will increase the base health of your character. Resolve will increase your health regeneration over time. Will increase your base essence. Your haste will increase your essence regen, along with your shadow damage, which will increase shadow damage, which is a way in which you actually increase the damage output of Retribution and Shadow Blast. Physical damage, on the other hand, when you're increasing that affects your Soul Rend and Retribution, and also Endurance, which is your base movement speed. Now, I had a few fun play arounds with this. When I actually got enough soul fragments, I can actually increase my base movement speed quite easily. However, with Leech, on the other hand, your Leech effect will only apply to your Soul Rend ability. However, the more points you put into Leech, the more you will heal when you use Soul Rend and you actually hit a target for health. This means that it works pretty much the same as most lifesteals, and when you are using your base physical damage will affect only the damage dealt to a mob with your Soul Rend, and your lifesteal is what you will get back. So you could have a higher lifesteal than what the damage you are actually putting out. So therefore you could theoretically put everything into lifesteal if you really wanted to and be able to heal yourself up to max. However, this can come at some negative effects on higher level states, so you need to take in your stamina and your resolve as a whole, because you kind of need to survive as well as all that, because if you're just getting one-shotted, there's no point of you having 10 ton of lifesteal. Along with that, when it comes towards your soul fragments, we talked about obtaining your soul fragments. Now, where do we actually put them? Well, it's pretty simple. Once you've pressed P, you can place them into any one of these little areas. As for me, I'm going to put it into base movement speed as a result. So let's see the character actually moving. That's his base movement speed. Now we go into here and we put in our 30 soul fragments. And once we've added our 30 soul fragments, we'll actually close this down by pressing P again, and we'll increase our movement speed a little bit because of this. You will have to put in a lot of soul fragments in order to actually upgrade your character's movement speed, but it will actually increase it as it moves forward. Along with that, you can also take away your soul fragments and place them in other areas. So I could take back all of my soul fragments and place them into something else, which then I could put it all the way back into shadow damage and then just increase everything overall. And that means when I hit something, it's going to deal a 10 ton more damage. However, one little side note is it can come up at either 0 or 1 soul fragment. This is due in part of it actually rounding up your soul fragments, because they're given to you in decimals of a soul fragment, and therefore there will be either a 1 that you can't just put in because it's not ready yet, and I wanted to remove those decimals as it looked quite messy. Other than that, that is the base power system for skill power. It's really rudimentary, really simple to understand. I made sure that everything is there, but if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments down below, or tell me if you find a build that actually works really well when it comes towards going through the trials. Along with that, have an awesome rest of the day, and you can find the Void manga on the website at dalagggstudios.com. Take it easy, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.